Welcome back, everybody, to the Don and Dev Show. I'm Don.
And I'm Dev.
And we are back on Tuesday, not Friday.
We're doing every Tuesday, that's why.
Because we have a new schedule for this quarantine crisis
All except for
thing.
this week, because this week is a very special week, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone out there has heard of March Madness, okay? They've seen all kinds of iterations of it. And quite frankly, pardon my French, but it's getting boring.
It is.
And
because there's none of it.
Yeah.
And it's April.
And March is over.
Yeah.
So we were thinking, well, we wanted to jump on that train, but how are we going to do that if it's not March anymore? So obviously we came up with April Absurdity. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to throw up the bracket somewhere that you can see. And it's also going to be on Twitter, but you can take a look. It's going to be all the school lunches from Adams Central. And we're going to go through me and Don, with our very wide range of high school palate. And we're going to go through and we're going to try and figure out which is the best school lunch.
Yep. And in between episodes, if you guys want to give us some input on, how things shaped up, let us know.
Yeah, we would love to hear if you agree or disagree. This is going to be a very special week. We have all kinds of surprises. You're going to figure it out throughout the episode.
I would like to preface it by saying Dev and I have very seasoned mouths.
Yeah, you may be thinking, oh, you guys are just high schoolers. You don't actually know what's good or not. I mean, come on.
We have tasted cuisine from the finest kitchens in Adams Central.
In the far reaches of the school, we've tasted
the
these
cafeteria, Mr. Hartman's room. We have eaten food everywhere.
Okay.
At all hours.
I think we've set the base.
Okay.
And we need to get into it. But just to preface, last thing, we do not take what we say as criticism too extremely.
No.
Don't take it with a grain of
salt. This
salt.
is our personal take.
Because, it's a personal take, and we might be maybe harsh. We're going to try not to be too harsh, but don't get angry at us because we got angry at other people. It's just our opinion. You can disagree.
But it was probably right, though.
Yeah, but it's like 100%, like 99.9% correct, like 90% of the time.
Yeah, so
do that math. But we're going to get started, and the first two, we have the 1 seed.
Yep,
we are starting doing the west
from
side,
the top left on down.
We're going to be doing the whole west side up to the Elite 8, and then once we're done with the Elite 8, we'll go on to the next episode. It's going to be a 3-episode trilogy of sorts.
Oh, yeah.
To rival the likes of Harry Potter. So, our first one is Italian Dunkers versus chicken casserole.
Now, just to preface, for those of you that are just listening, we'll try to briefly describe the lunches.
Yeah, the first round at least, because we don't want to do it every time. But
yeah, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, so Italian Dunkers is like three
it's a
thick logs.
Doughy and cheese mixture of pure goodness that will make your mouth water no matter if you haven't eaten in 4 years or if you just ate doubles of Italian Dunkers.
I wonder what your take on this food is going to be. And then the chicken casserole is like chicken and noodles. It's like chicken noodle soup in a casserole format, I guess, like a mass of food. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And so, would you like to go first or would you like me to go first?
I'd like to vote.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm going to say that the 1 seed Italian Dunkers is going to have to pull out on this one.
Yeah. I
think that's pretty easy.
Love to agree.
Yeah.
Italian Dunkers, they're a strong contender for this April Absurdity title, and I think they have a chance to go far. So
I agree.
That's my take. So Italian Dunkers survives barely.
They survived the first round, so you want to introduce the second round. Or not the second round, but
the second game on our 64 header is the 8 seed chicken noodle soup up against chili and cinnamon roll.
Now this is it's pretty tough because at first it was just chili versus chicken noodle soup, and that's easy. Chicken noodle soup is going to win that 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, I would agree.
But then I added in the chili and the cinnamon roll because quite frankly it goes together. Okay.
The cinnamon roll, I think, is what really pushes the 8-9 matchup.
Really?
It's a toss-up because the cinnamon rolls are very, very good. They're
Okay.
incredible,
Right.
some might say. And so I lean towards the chili and cinnamon roll, but also the cinnamon roll is not the main meal.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think that I can vote for something that I don't support 100%. But also, I don't 100% support either of these.
So which one are you going for?
No upsets yet. Chicken noodle soup takes the cake.
I'd have to agree. I'm going to have to bring chicken noodle soup to the forefront of this competition. And gosh darn it, I tell you what, if this is not the most frustrating way to move words on a screen since Watergate. So now we have burgers, the 5 seed versus number 12 seed, the mash or the baked potato. Now, baked potato isn't much. Okay, it's just a baked potato. Quite frankly, we just needed it to fill a seed. And
Whoa.
I'm just saying right now.
Okay.
The burgers, I'm not downplaying the burgers. The burgers are good for what they are. I mean, they're pretty decent for a school lunch, and I'm just gonna say they're going ahead for me.
The 5-12 matchup is historically an upset,
Yeah.
but also hamburgers are the way to go.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's good. I'm glad you agree.
we're still going strong here.
We have no ties yet. We have no indecision quite yet. We have a big surprise for when we do, though. Just stick around. So you want to introduce the next one?
Okay, the next one is the 4 and 13 matchup. We have the 4 seed biscuits and gravy against the 13 ham dinner. Now, the ham dinner is more of like a ham appetizer because it's just ham.
It's not much. I mean, it's like that's for like Thanksgiving and stuff.
Yeah, it's for, when you're feeling a little fancy at school, but you don't want to get all dressed up. You can't have the full turkey, so you get, slice of ham.
Yeah.
And the 4 seed biscuits and gravy. So think about this. If you have like a biscuit and like you put gravy on it, it's biscuits and gravy.
Nice.
So
I can see. Wow. Which
can you
way are you leaning
picture
on
it
this
in
one?
your head?
I pictured it. It's there.
Okay. I would like to call upset alert. I'm going for ham dinner in this one.
Really?
I think that ham dinner, the ham, never used to like these.
Okay.
But the ham has grown on me.
It's pretty good. I like the biscuits and gravy more. It's more filling, and it gets me through the day a lot better than a ham appetizer, like you said. I'm taking those words from you. Do we have indecision?
We have an indecision. I'll probably put up something right
Ding,
here.
ding, ding,
something.
ding, ding, ding.
Indecision chart.
Guess
Indecision
what?
meter.
We have something just for this. We have ourselves none other than the judge for today. We're going to have a judge every day, and the judge for today is Ian, the gamer guy Warren of Adams Central. He's a junior, and he's on the line with us right now. What do you think about this, Ian?
I have to say, although I highly disagree with Don's disgusting mint Oreos,
Thank you.
I have to say, gravy might be the most disgusting thing I know.
Oh! Ouch.
Okay, like, ham dinner has to take it.
Ham dinner?
No, this isn't even a competition.
Wow, the 13 seed is going to upset the 4 seed.
Let's
I cannot argue with that. I
go.
like both, but quite frankly, I think ham dinner is going to pull out this
Victory.
upset. So
let's go.
they move on to the second round. Thank you, Ian. We're going to bring you back for another indecision later on. Alrighty, so we're back. Now this one I am very, very, very excited for because this is my top spot, if you will.
Okay.
Spaghetti, the 3 seed. They're little noodle strings with sauce on them, if you didn't know. And here at AC, we just changed them up this year where you can put your own – they just give you the noodles and you can put your own toppings on, and that infinitely made them better. And that is why – I mean, grilled cheese and tomato soup. There's no way they can beat spaghetti. Please say.
Okay.
You
Don't look
broke
at me
your
like that.
braces.
No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I
Okay.
understand. Grilled cheese is a staple
Thank you.
in every household.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
I'm just loving your
Tomato
commentary.
soup is ketchup in liquid form.
Okay.
So the spaghetti, I agree with you here that the way they changed spaghetti, it was already good.
Mm-hmm.
But the way, did you just move spaghetti before I made a decision?
You already said that you agreed, and I'm not. All right, fine. I'll move it
Nope,
back.
go ahead. Keep it.
Thank you.
Spaghetti takes this one. Being able to add mozzarella in your own sauce makes it 10 times better. And I would agree, spaghetti has a strong chance to go far in this tournament.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to keep going fast because this might be a little longer of an episode because we got a lot to get through here.
But you know what? We have not done a long episode since our first episode.
And since the extravaganzas.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think so. So now we have the 11 seed chicken teriyaki versus the 6 seed corn dogs, regular size corn dogs. Mini corn dogs is somewhere else. So we have
On the
ourselves.
east side.
Yeah. Please, what is chicken teriyaki, Dante? I think it's pretty obvious. It's
Chicken teriyaki. So it's a little change up pitch to your regular chicken,
I gotcha.
and it's teriyaki style.
I'm following you. So what would you pick out of these two?
So corn dogs are. You have your corn dog right here.
Okay.
Okay,
That's a corn dog.
that's the corn dog.
Mm-hmm.
And then think about putting bread
Well, I think we know
over
what
the
a corn
whole
dog
corn
is.
dog,
Okay.
over the hot dog,
Right.
and then putting a little stick. That's a corn dog. I think no surprises here. Corn dogs
Yeah.
easily over chicken
6 seed
teriyaki.
is gonna be it's gonna be pretty easy. Now what we have here
That's what you said about baskets of
is
gravy.
pretty tough. It's a tough one. Uncrustable, what you can get from the a la carte, which is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with no crust and it's in a circle. I know you've seen it. Versus the breakfast pizza that we have. It's like a rectangular brick
Slice.
of pizza goodness. I like it.
Okay.
I'm just saying that it's a brick shape. And so, I mean,
Some people have just Uncrustables for lunch. They
Yeah,
don't
that
like
is-
the lunch choices, so they just get Uncrustables.
yeah,
So
and it's a common choice, and I don't like jelly. Therefore, I have to go
what
for
did
the,
you just say?
for the breakfast
What did you
pizza.
just say?
I don't like grape jelly. I don't like any kind of jelly or jam. I quite frankly only
We
like
might
peanut
have
butter.
to get Gavin on for this next episode.
Jam
Just
and
saying.
jelly?
Yes.
We could. I don't know.
Just think about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So breakfast pizza versus uncrunchable. I say breakfast pizza. What is your remark? Your counter argument? I'm saying it's an upset.
You can't beat breakfast pizza.
For real?
Can't beat it.
Really?
Except maybe in the next round. But for this round, I take breakfast pizza.
Wow.
I'm
I
not-
thought I for sure thought you were going for the uncrustable, but
The only Uncrustables I am a huge fan of are the Nutella ones.
Yeah, I've heard that. So
I'll tell you a story about that sometime.
thank you. Ham scalloped potatoes versus Bosco stick.
Ham and scalloped potatoes is the 15 seed. I don't even know if they should have made it into this tournament. They probably
Yeah.
squeaked by in the preliminary rounds to get in.
There are no surprises that it's the
No.
15.
No,
and
but
it's not. I mean, it's not a fault of theirs. It does what it does pretty good, but for what
it's-
it is,
yeah.
it's just ham and
it's a
scalloped
deserved
potatoes.
15 seed, and I think Bosco stick is a poor man's Italian dunker.
It is, but I mean, this is the Italiano region.
Yeah.
We've got the Bosco stick and the Italian dunker, but the Bosco stick is pretty much just a cheese stick. I mean,
A bread
inside of some
stick.
bread, yeah.
Picture, okay.
I don't need
Cheese
you to know.
stick.
Okay.
And then there's bread all around it.
Okay.
That's a Bosco stick.
I think all right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, all right, we got the Bosco stick, but we're going to head down into the mac and cheese bracket, or region, I mean, sorry. All right, so we have mac and cheese versus haystacks, 1 seed versus 16.
So I had a question about this.
Okay.
Is this the mac and cheese with the little smokies?
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Okay. It's a deserved 1 seed then. So,
Really?
mac and cheese, obviously it's just mac and cheese with sometimes this is probably an optional preference. You can have little hot dogs in them. They're called little smokies. And so that's basically that. Haystacks are kind of like nachos.
Okay, yeah.
But
They're like Fritos. They're like just
Yeah.
Fritos. That's it.
they're-
And
yeah,
it's lackluster. And I think we're both on the same page that mac and
mac and
cheese is
cheese
going to move
takes the cake.
on. All right, and now we have. You want to introduce this one? I've been doing the last couple.
The 8 and
Please.
The 8 and 9 seed, chicken fajitas against waffles. Chicken fajitas, it's basically a chicken taco.
Yeah.
We're not going to sugarcoat
That's
it.
yeah.
So it's chicken taco. Waffles are
I think we know what waffles
they're the
are.
inferior.
No,
thing to
waffles are better.
pancakes.
Oh my gosh.
New episode on that coming soon,
Yeah,
evidently.
we have to. I didn't know that we didn't do one on that yet, but that's
But
so
I would take waffles in this one.
I would
as the
also-
upset.
waffles being one of my favorite breakfast foods has to take over chicken feta. It just doesn't have what it takes to have. It doesn't have the legs to go far enough in this tournament. So
really
next we
doesn't.
have the 5 seed beef and noodles versus the 12 seed orange chicken.
You know,
And beef and noodles is kind of like chicken casserole, but with beef, I think.
beef
So-
and noodles, when you think of those two, I don't think of anything good.
Okay.
I mean, that's just me. I guess spaghetti has meat, beef.
Yeah,
Also, beef and noodles, just
I agree. It's a 5 seed. I don't
Not the
know.
move.
I guess I didn't see it there, but orange chicken it's one of my favorite lunches
interesting.
at AC. I don't know. I never used to like it, but it's kind of grown on me lately. And you're going with the orange chicken, correct?
I have to for lack of a better opponent.
So we're gonna bring it into the second round. So now we have the 13 seed mini calzones versus the 4 seed pizza noodles.
Oh, this is a big one. This is a very passionate round
Yeah.
of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza noodles,
Okay.
pizza lasagna, whatever you want to call them, might be the sleeper pick of this tournament.
Really, the
I-
4 seed. pizza
Whenever I
noodles.
get pizza noodles, my day is just transformed. Okay,
Yeah.
I cannot have a bad day when there's pizza noodles for lunch.
wow,
I'm going pizza noodles.
I'm gonna have to agree. Mini calzones are not on my. They're not on my plate very often at school. So, number 3 versus the number 14, chicken Alfredo versus Mexi rice.
So, chicken Alfredo is kind of like a chicken and noodles with a little different sauce.
I think they know what Alfredo is. It's got a little different sauce. You'd have to taste it to know it, but it is Alfredo sauce, if you know that. Mexi rice, I don't think it has enough to pull through against the chicken Alfredo. Would you like to weigh in?
Sure.
Please.
Chicken Alfredo.
Thank you. Chicken Alfredo is going to move on. Sorry about that, folks. All right. We got chocolate chip cookie, the 11 seed, versus number 6 pulled pork sandwich.
Can we take a break? It's time for an ad.
It's time for an ad.
It's
All right.
time for an ad.
We're going to have to take a break. Don't go anywhere. This is ESPN. And I think we're back after that.
Yep, and we have just a couple matchups left here on the first round
Mm-hmm.
of the.
We've resolved our differences, and we're completely fine
Okay,
now.
yeah, we'll talk about that later. But
Yeah, so we have 2 rounds to go through. We got to speed it up.
we have the pulled pork sandwich
Mm-hmm.
and the chocolate chip cookie. Now,
Now, for this, we're assuming all these cookies are baked fresh. They're they're like the best version of themselves because with a cookie, you're really rolling the dice. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but they do get stale fast, and that is not objective. That's just true.
it's
That's
not
just how
subjective.
cookies work.
It is objective.
It is objective. I have an objective to have these things be as good as they can be.
So, this is a tough one for me
Really?
personally.
Okay.
Pulled pork has a special place in my heart.
Okay.
My grandma used to make pulled pork sandwiches back
Wow.
in her heyday,
Okay.
and but I like chocolate chip cookies, and I'm gonna go with them.
Really? Because I'm on the side of the pulled pork sandwich.
Oh,
So
looks like
I
we
guess
got to call in.
We got to bring our caller back in the speakerphone. And here he is, folks. Ian, the Gamer Guy Warren. We already introduced you. Here he is. What is your opinion on this right now?
You know, Devin, I've known you for a long time, right?
Yes, for sure.
And I don't know if I've ever heard you say anything more diabolical. You should have your podcaster license revoked, okay? You are wrong.
Yikes. I'll have to take that
Wow.
up with the podcast board.
Ian, I'll have to call you at the end of this episode.
I think you have a lot in common with him, but so you're gonna slap the chocolate chip cookie to the second round, is that what I'm hearing?
Of course. Like,
Okay.
are you serious?
Wow.
Are you joking? Are you joking at me right now?
While my ego recovers from that, we're gonna move on to the next round. Thank you, Ian. We're gonna call you back in a little bit here for another indecision.
Oh yeah, indecision meter, wherever it was.
Ding ding ding.
I'll
Okay.
get one up. Okay, the 7 and 10 seed meatball sub versus breaded pork. Now, The meatball sub, I think, has been glow up of the century
Really?
at AC for lunches. They have absolutely made it so much better in the past couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
And breaded pork is kind of just one of those meals that you're like, okay,
I'll eat it
yeah,
if I'm really hungry.
it's there.
If not, I'll,
For me, Mr. Lindblad, you know me. I just get doubles anyway.
He does. But pretty much, I think that's pretty easy. Meatball
I
sub.
got meatball sub.
I don't love either of these dishes, but meatball sub is definitely the better of the two.
Ooh.
That might be a problem later rounds,
This is
but this is our last one of the first round. So
Tear us apart.
this one, I mean, we have another breaded beef patty, which is another one of. It's a family of the breaded pork patty, and we have the popcorn chicken.
I enjoy the breaded beef.
You're
I
kidding
No,
me.
let's hear me out. The breaded beef is not bad.
Okay. How about the popcorn chicken?
The popcorn chicken can't be upset.
Thank you.
It has to go at
It
least
is
another round.
literally one of the best meals. I mean, in the school, whenever I see popcorn chicken on that menu, it puts a smile on my face.
I
What can I
think
say?
popcorn chicken barely squeaks by with the win there.
We'll just have to see about that. But we're gonna head back up to the top. We're only doing West Side again, so we're moving back up to the top. We're gonna see the 1 seed Italian Dunkers again versus Chicken Noodle Soup, which is the 8 seed.
No question here.
Yeah,
Italian
I have to agree.
Dunkers.
Italian Dunkers. There's a reason they're the 1 seed. I mean, they deserve where they're at, and they've worked hard for it. So they've
proven themselves.
They cannot be beat by the number 8 seed. I mean, really. So they're gonna move on.
Yep. Into the Sweet 16.
They are in the
Italian
Sweet
Dunkers,
16.
The first team to
Yeah.
punch their ticket.
And we're going all the way to the Elite 8, so we have a lot to go. But second one of the second round is hamburgers versus ham dinner. Ham dinner, a 13 seed, 5 seed for hamburgers. But judging on the look on Dante's face, I have a feeling there might be
I'm
another
just
upset.
playing. No,
No.
hamburgers.
I have to
You
agree.
gotta
Hamburgers
go.
definitely, they deserve where they're at as well. 5 seed is not easily scoffed at, as they say. Ham dinner's good, but it doesn't have the legs against burgers.
13 seed. Cinderella story ends here, but
We have the 3 seed
run.
spaghetti versus the 6 seed corn dogs. Don't do me this. Don't do me like this.
okay. I think we both agree on spaghetti here.
Yeah.
Spaghetti is just pound for pound. It might be one of the best meals.
It's so good, and I cannot stress enough how much I love it.
However, I would like to weigh in. I would like to have our third guest weigh in just to see
Just
what
to
he
see a third
thinks,
opinion.
because I feel like this is a good matchup, like an AC Hastings matchup.
All right, fair enough. Wow. Okay. We got you back on the line here, Judge. What do we got?
I don't particularly like either of these in the school.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and mute you.
Oh,
Ian.
no.
I think they're both bad.
Okay. Wow.
But corn dogs are just foul.
Okay.
Like they're not good anywhere. I've never eaten a good corn dog.
Wow.
All right.
Controversial opinion coming from our impartial judge, but that's what we need sometimes. We need a really a particular palate, and quite frankly, you're the man for the job.
He has the pee-pee.
Yikes. Thank you for your opinion. We're going to throw it back to
All right.
the bracket.
See you then.
All right. Now, we have, I hope everybody can hear him all right, because all kinds of stuff. The ego's been crushed multiple times. I'm just recovering at this point. But we have
It's okay.
the number 10 seed breakfast pizza, thank you,
I didn't touch him. Social distancing.
and the number 2 seed Bosco stick.
I think this one is closer than people think,
I agree.
but the Bosco stick, it has to prevail. That's my thoughts. What are yours?
The breakfast pizza is good. Arguably one of the best breakfast items that we can get because it's so different. Now, the Bosco stick, I just eat it a lot more. It's got a place. I mean, I can't eat them very much because they've kind of got, I don't know, they got a taste about them, but they outweigh the breakfast pizza, I think.
Thank you.
I
Thank you
have to
for
say.
saying it.
I haven't eaten enough breakfast pizzas to get a good gauge on how good they are, and I want to know for sure. And I know the Bosco stick is better than what I've had of the breakfast pizza so far. It's just got to say what I say, you know.
So we have our first 4 of the Elite 8 of the West
No,
Side.
that's Sweet 16. We have another round to do.
Sweet 16. My bad.
We have
our
the first
4.
8 of the Sweet 16. We're gonna bring in.
4.
I don't know.
We're
yeah,
getting
4,
the
4, 4,
first
4.
8.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna end with the first 8, and then the last 4 of this. Okay.
Yes.
You'll understand in the bracket.
You'll see the
when
bracket.
It's thrown up there. Yeah. So now we have the 1 seed mac and cheese versus the 9 seed waffles. Waffles squeaked through the 8 and 9 matchup, and now they're facing a powerhouse in mac and cheese.
And you know what? Their Cinderella story ends here as well.
I'd have to agree.
Mac and cheese and Little Smokies, they grind
On a
it
good
through.
day.
Yes, it is just what you need for my tum tum.
What I need for your tum tum. But okay, so pretty much what we're doing, or what we're trying to do, is picturing these on the best day you've ever had them. Okay, so like mac and cheese sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. We're picturing every single one of these meals the best time, the best version of themselves, so that we're giving all of them a fair ride. What are you giving me a look for?
Nothing.
Now we have the 12 seed orange chicken versus the 4 seed pizza noodles. I know where you stand, and I know where I stand.
I think we have an indecision meter.
We definitely do, right there, ding, ding, ding. And we're going to bring him on, unmute. All right, what is your opinion on this? We got orange chicken versus pizza noodles.
All right, so Don is fighting for
Pizza noodles, right, yeah.
Okay, Devin, I gotta ask you, are you being serious? Is this a bit?
It's not a bit. I'm being serious.
Like, are you joking right now?
Oh, I'm not joking.
I'm not sure I believe you. Okay, this is not cool.
Okay.
I mean, like, this is a full sweep.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
why am I still on the line? I didn't even need to come, man. Like,
We'll just bring it forward, okay?
So I think he sided with pizza noodles there.
Yeah, I think so.
I think if this has enough controversy, we can go ahead and bring up a consolation bracket.
Pizza noodles moves on. Sorry.
And in our next matchup, we have chicken Alfredo
You read it.
and chocolate chip cookie. Now, for me, no question here. The 11 seed moves forward, and I just think that goes without saying for me.
I have to agree. On this one, I mean, I don't know how chicken Alfredo got 3. There's nothing against it, but it's definitely not a 3 seed.
It had an easy schedule.
It did.
It really
did. It definitely did. Its regular season was just way too easy. So chocolate chip cookie, who had a lot of diversity, it had to move through a lot of diversity, moves up.
Adversity.
Adversity. It had a lot of adversity and diversity.
Diversity tomorrow.
They have white and chocolate colored things. I mean, that's diversity if I've ever heard of it.
That's true.
Thank you.
Our last matchup of the day, and this one.
It's not the last matchup. We have to go through it one more time because we go into the Elite 8.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Our last
so
matchup of the
of the
sweet
round.
round 32.
Yep.
Meatball sub versus popcorn chicken. This breaks my heart because one good lunch is going home today.
And it's only in the second round.
Yeah. But that's what happens with April Absurdity.
It really is what happens with April Absurdity, and that's why it's called Absurdity, because it's absurd. Okay, so what would you say?
I have to go popcorn chicken. I can't. Meatball sub, if you're listening.
And
Let's have a heart-to-heart here.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, but my mom makes a better meatball sub.
Oh, that
My mom
has
does
to
not
hurt.
make a better popcorn chicken than the school's lunch. I have to go. I'm sorry, meatball sub, but we're sending you home.
Mm-hmm. Good popcorn chicken is about as good as it gets. Really good popcorn chicken.
I think they squeak by
They do.
in another round.
Is that the second round that they squeaked by?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're trying to get to that Elite 8. They're really clawing their way through.
So now we're in the Sweet 16.
The final round of the day. We're going to come back up to the top. We're going to see all our friends, our enemies, and everybody in between. We're going to see who moves
with
on
April
to the Elite 8.
Absurdity, there's always heartbreak, but there's always joy. Two sides to every story.
That's what yeah.
So
we're going to have to go through the 1 seed, Italian Dunkers. They're for a reason. We've already said how good they are, how much we like them.
powerhouse of a meal.
Versus the 5 seed, moved all the way through, beat the 4 seed, or I guess the 13 who beat the 4 seed. They've just gone all the way until now. Italian Dunkers versus Burgers. I have to be the first one to say Italian Dunkers wins it.
It has to.
Yeah.
I don't think you can beat Italian Dunkers. It's one of those meals that I look at and I think, I would like to meet your mother.
Wow. That's
And,
deep.
Yeah.
Not every meal can say that.
No. So that's our first one to move into the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
We are getting tight here, folks. A lot of good meals have gone home today, but we're still going.
All right. And now we have spaghetti, the 3 seed, versus Bosco Stick, the 2 seed. No surprises here. Everybody made it the way they were supposed to. Spaghetti versus Bosco Stick.
This one hurts because these two used to be buds. We used to have spaghetti with Bosco Stick.
We did? Oh, we did.
And
That's
it used to
true.
be, it probably would have ended up in a 1 seed, but they split down the middle. They decided they could not stay together.
Mm-hmm. I think it's easy, though. I think Bosco Stick, they should not have insulted spaghetti like they did, making spaghetti split, and so therefore spaghetti, I think, moves on
I agree.
all the way.
Spaghetti has to go through.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be a matchup for the ages in the next episode, Italian Dunkers versus Spaghetti.
Tune in for that. That's going to be a big one, folks. But we're going to move down, and we're going to have mac and cheese versus pizza noodles.
My gosh. This might be
know.
even harder.
Mac and cheese versus pizza noodles. This is April, and this is absurd. Quite frankly, it's April absurdity. What can I say?
Quite frankly.
I mean, I've said that like multiple times. I'm sure people
It's
have already.
been true every time. It's been truer every time
I've been
you've said
frank every time, but I'm actually Devin. So really, you take what you will from that. Mac and cheese versus pizza noodles.
it. Pizza noodles.
Oh my God.
All
I'm sorry. everybody.
day. I'm sorry for that. Those of you that are just listening, check out
I
our YouTube.
disagree.
No. Pizza noodles.
And I don't know if my ego can take another hit, but we're gonna sure find out. So I'm gonna get you unmuted here. All right, Ian. Pizza noodles versus mac and cheese. Mac and cheese being the 1 seed. Pizza noodles making their way from a 4 seed. So what do you got?
You know, this is the first one where it's not just like a full sweep. Like, I had to really think about this.
Thank you.
So, I mean, the mac and cheese, it can be good.
Okay.
Or the consistency is not always there. Sometimes
I'd
it's
agree.
bad.
I'd agree.
But the pizza noodles, are we taking consistency into account?
Yes, that is also a factor.
I thought it was on
Well,
your best day.
It's gonna sound like I'm just slamming my friend Devin, but because I've disagreed with him every time, but you know, just the consistency factor alone, pizza noodles they're always the same.
Wow.
They taste the same every time. I have to give it to them.
Well,
Much as I love macaroni and cheese, it's just sometimes it's bad.
I mean, these are both good. That's why they've made it this far. But I think we've had our first Cinderella story into the Elite Eight. The 4 seed beats the 1 seed, and I think it's well deserved. And we're very happy to have your input on this one.
Are you?
I'm happy with both, and I'm not
Okay.
gonna say the F word, frankly, because I've said it so many times. Thank you, Ian. We're gonna mute you again, and we'll have you back at the end if we don't have any more indecision. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that, but we're gonna move on. No, whoa. What am I doing?
Are you kidding me?
No, I didn't.
Are you kidding me?
I didn't move it on. I just
Okay.
almost grabbed it, but I didn't. So now we have our final one.
That was hard. I don't know if I can do this anymore,
Well, we never said it was gonna be easy.
but it would be worth it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the biggest Cinderella yet. Okay, and I am very surprised that it made this far. I put
As
it in.
am I, actually.
I put it in as a filler because we didn't have many more lunches, and I was like, well, cookies are pretty good, but on the best day, and I'm glad we used consistency on the last one because the cookies especially need to be like their best day because it can be so different. So
Hit
we
and
need to have
miss.
a constant. But every other lunch, it needs to be consistent. If it's not consistent, you can't rely on it. Okay.
I agree.
So that's why chocolate chip cookie has made it this far, I think. But
I
we have
think
chocolate chip cookie versus the 2 seed popcorn chicken.
the best teams in the west side of the bracket
Mm-hmm.
were from this 7 to 10 on down to the 15.
Oh,
I
wow.
think they were some of the best ones, especially in this region.
You thought breaded
popcorn-
pork was good?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
I think that popcorn chicken has made it through the fire.
Mm-hmm.
They've shown they've proven themselves, and I think they deserve to go ahead in this round.
You're saying popcorn chicken over the chocolate chip
I am.
cookie. I agree. I did not think that you would say that, but I definitely agree all the way. Popcorn chicken, it's tough to beat. Chocolate chip cookie, I really commend it on how far it's made it. The 11 seed all the way up to the Sweet 16, but I mean, they just didn't have it against the 2 seed, and that's why they're the 2 seed. So as you can see, that's what we got right now. The Elite 8, okay? On the right side, on the left side, west side bracket, we have ourselves Italian dunkers, spaghetti, pizza noodles, and popcorn chicken. And on Friday, we're going to be doing the east side of the bracket, where we're going to figure out the rest. And then on the next Tuesday, we're going to be doing the final 8 meals.
I'm excited.
But we're going to bring Ian in for the final thoughts on how this turned out. So here he is. Here we go. We have Italian dunkers, spaghetti, pizza noodles, and popcorn chicken. Do you like the outcome here?
I do like the outcome. There's no dish on deck here that is not bad. Like, they're all good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So frankly, I think it will be a heated battle from here on out. I trust the next guest to slam Devin as hard as I do.
We're gonna have a couple. We have a couple of options for the guests. I can't tell you now because that we're gonna keep it as a surprise. But I think you're gonna enjoy who we have on our next guest, and we really couldn't have gotten here without you. So thank you for being on.
I also really hope that the audio I'm putting out doesn't sound really bad. I hope you can understand it.
I sure can. If there's audio problems, it's definitely on our side because we've got a rinky-dink setup here.
The quarantine zone, it doesn't allow for a whole lot, but we appreciate everything you've given us and me personally because I don't know if you gave Devin a break here, but
I shed a few tears, but you know what? That's what this is all about. That's what April Absurdity is. So we thank you for being on.
Yeah, I'll thank you for finally bringing me on. I've been commenting for years.
Well, I hope we can have you on again, and that's definitely going to be a future episode once this quarantine is over.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right. Thanks for being on with us.
Thanks for bringing me on.
see you later.
Bye-bye
See you
now.
later.
Okay. That was pretty good.
That was.
He was a good judge. Really good judge, really. I mean, I like how he really didn't hold anything back. That's what we're looking for in judges these days. We just don't have it,
If you would like to be a judge, like you are adamant about being a judge, let us know. We'd love to have you on. Give your opinions about these lunches.
We do have a couple options, but they haven't gotten back to us. That is the first judge that got back to us. That is our bracket, and this is the Don and Dev Show.
This was your favorite podcast.
From your hungriest people.
I'm Don.
And I'm Dev.
And we'll see you with the east side of the bracket
On Friday. Catch you on the flip.